Okay, Joshua, municipality polls have already been announced, and tumka Mapusa municipality lagta. You have been a councillor, MLA. You have been taking the responsibility of both the things. How it has been, and how do you kasha padega tumhi jenna municipality polls are already announced, and especially for Mapusa municipality.
2015 हांवें म्हजो करियर सुरवात केलो एज अ कावन्सिलर in a ward that was the same place where my father contested, the same place where he started his career. So 2015 जी एंट्री जाली म्हजी एज अ कावन्सिलर मदींच म्हाका ड्यू टू द डेथ ऑफ my father I got an opportunity to contest the by-elections, and with the help and support of all the people of Mapusa was elected as a MLA. So yes, election jo asa, it is one of my biggest challenges as an MLA, as part of my career as a politician, as part of being the youngest MLA, to get a panel to get the municipality which we had in the previous term. So it is something that needs to be handled very well. It is going to be all eyes are on me basically. So म्हाका एक दिसता की एक चॅलेंज असो जाल्लो आसा की मेजॉरिटी जो आसा फाटले टर्माक आमचे कडेन 15 स्टार्टींग सुरवातेक आमकां 16 सीट्स आयिल्ले. तशेंच एकटे इंडिपेंडंट कॅन्डिडेटान कंडिशनल सपोर्ट दिलो तेन्ना. आयज बसून तो मनीस आमच्या वांगडा आसा एंड ही will be contesting this elections again. The same way, it is my dream and would be an achievement to ensure that I get the majority in this panel. I'm very confident that we are going to get the majority this time. लोकांनी भरपूर support already दाखयला. जे इलेक्शनाचे म्हापसा कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी आसा ते 20 वॉर्ड्स आसा. 20तले 2 वॉर्ड्स आल्दोना कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीन पडटा, 18 वॉर्ड म्हापशा पडटा. But as an MLA of Mapusa and as part of Mapusa municipality, I don't look at any kind of division. I consider all 20 wards to be part of Mapusa, and all 20 wards, even though 2 wards are out, I still consider those as my constituency. So there is no differentiation that Aldana Patta, Mapusa Patta. The people there also are still very attached to, were still very attached to my late father as well as to me. I do a lot of programs in those wards. Those people still come here for various works. तशेंच आमचो आमदार ग्लेन बाप आसा. Then what are some people don't know whether they are in here and they in Mapusa or in Aldana, so they're confused as to sometimes municipality Mapusa लागता तेन्ना आमचे कडेन येता. तर आमदाराचे जे काम आसा ते मागीर ग्लेना कडेन वयता. So this is what the situation is in Mapusa. This is we've had a stable council the last term, a good 5 years where we had 3 different chairpersons. But Sandeep Kalari started off in 2015. After that we had Rohan Kavlekar and we wound off with Ryan Braganza. So all 3 chairpersons did a phenomenal job. I would love to congratulate them, and let us see how these things take off over the next 20 days.
It's not that exactly everybody gets an opportunity to be an MLA as well as at the same time a councillor.
Yeah.
So you know, you are well versed as a councillor and you have taken over the reins of your late father. How challenging it could be to get this panel in a full majority for you, especially when you talk about Mapusa municipality and 6 to 7 months down the lane, assembly election.
My father contested the elections in 1999. तेन्ना तो एक कावन्सिलर आसलो, तेन्ना तो सिटींग चेअरपर्सन आसलो म्हापशा म्युनिसिपालिटीचो. सो तेजे कडल्यान हांवें जायते गोश्टी पळयला. आय हॅव सीन हिम स्टार्ट ऑफ हिज करियर. आय थिंक देर इज अ टायमलायन that I somewhat always compare myself to how he started off, what he did, how he progressed. It took him almost 3 municipal councils to get a full absolute majority of 16-17. Most people don't understand the difference. मुद्दम तूं आतां इंटरव्यू घेता म्हणून हांव तुका एक उमेदीन सांगूंक सोदता की बाबूश जो आमदार असलो म्हापशेचो 1999 तशेंच 2000 इलेक्शन जाल्लें, 2005 इलेक्शन जाल्लें, 2010 इलेक्शन जाल्लें, 2015 इलेक्शन जाल्लें. So he always had the council with him, but absolute majority he only got in 2015. So basically ताका 15 वर्सां लागली to get a panel with absolute majority. जर म्हाका एक opportunity ही मेवलेली आसा आमदार म्हणून आनी इलेक्शन हांगा एक ऑलमोस्ट 6 म्हयने फुडें गेले. I think everything happens for a reason, everything works out for the best. जर हांवें 15 जाण उरले, 15 seats उरले, I would consider that one of my biggest achievements. To be able to become an MLA at this age, also within a year and a half's time, to get a panel of absolute majority. It is not unachievable, and if you put your mind to it, I think everything is possible. So I am with the blessings of the people of Mapusa, giving good candidates. म्हाका एक कॉन्फिडन्स आहा की लोक जे म्हापशेचे आसा ते आमचे कॅन्डिडेट जे आसा ते एक्सेप्ट करतले एंड जाता तितले मतांनी तांकां निवडून हाडटले. एंड I am confident that we will get a panel of, maximum number of seats on the panel.
You are a youth by yourself, so your panel will be a mix of candidates, youth, young, old, experienced, everything. How it will be, or what you have thought of?
It is a very interesting question, Kansal. कितें आता एक युवा आमदार म्हणून पयले फावटी जेन्ना अशें सिच्युएशन जाता, लोकांच्या मनान आसा काय युवाच्या मनान आसा की आमदार मॅक्सिमम यूथ घालतलो. But at the same time, it is not entirely possible to do that. We have to have a good balance between everything. We need to learn from the seniors so that it helps us to grow as people. The last term, 2015, I was one such youth. I was 26 years old. I was a fresh face. I was new into politics. Political background asle, but तेन्ना म्हाका एक चान्स पडलो की एक कावन्सिलराक इलेक्शनाक रावपाक आनी हांव निवडून आयलो. Being from the same ward where I have grown up, I got an opportunity to be one of the youngest councillors on the panel. So this time I would love to provide that kind of opportunity to somebody else from the constituency. So we were looking at 25% is what I was trying to achieve, 25% reservation for youth. But in most of Mapusa, it is still yet to be caught on ki this kind of a change. थोड्याच्या मनान आसा की काउन्सिलर जो आसा तो एक सिनियर मनीस आसूंक जाय, or he has to be there is that kind of stereotype that आमदारो एक जाणटेलो मनीस आसूंक जाय, सिनियर मनीस आसूंक जाय, तशेंच काउन्सिलर has to be of a certain age. But at the same time, I don't see that. We have to ensure that people start off at a younger age so that they get a longer time in politics to understand the system. You get to mature in the system and get to understand politics. So Jana tu ki whether we will see young people in the panel. Yes, there are going to be some young people. There are going to be some new faces. Of course, there will be some senior people, there will be some tried and tested people. So Oshanaki, there will only be all ex-councillors, or there will only be youth. There will be a nice balance of everything, and I am sure that will be appreciated and accepted by the people.
How do you see this thing when it's not only that you keep yourself as well when you decide about the panel, getting them fully elected? It's like your father's legacy is there. And Joshua as a councillor would like to get all this panel. And then you have parties' expectations. So as a whole, if you do get to all to see that, how do you see this formation of a panel, formation of all these candidates, all around development? Because at present your government is here fully moving. So how would you see that?
While selecting candidates, आमी मुद्दम अशे चिंतलेले की आमी विनेबिलिटी पळयतले. मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंटली विनेबिलिटी आसा. तशेंच थोडे जाण ex-councillors आसता. Ex meaning current councillor, I would not say, because they have almost been 6 months since they have not been councillors anymore. So I would refer to them as ex-councillors. तेंच्यांनी थोड्यांनी खूब काम केलेलें आसा. We can't discount anybody, we can't cut out anybody. At the same time, I believe in collectiveness, a group decision, a group discussion, taking everybody on board. I think that's how my late father would handle it. I believe that taking inputs from everybody, give an opportunity to listen to everybody. I think it's very important. People love being taken into confidence. So I have been sitting regularly with my group of councillors who have been there with me, who have been there before me, who have been there with my late father. So we have a nice blend of everything. की सगळ्याचे inputs घेऊन कोणाक दुकान असताना कोणाक where we need to put a new face, where the old face is acceptable, where we need to go with a completely new angle. So all the strategies, I have been sitting with people who have experience, who have done this before. म्हाका एक नवीन आमदार new म्हटल्यार it's my first go at, and I've not got a 5 years tenure. I've got a little 2.5 10 years, and in 2.5 years, almost 10-11 months was this unfortunate event of COVID. So that was a major setback. But in that time, खूप म्हाका एक खंय तरी chance पडलो की sit down and think about how to work around with things, how to build a team, how to structure things. So I got a lot of time to put things in place, to understand the job, to be able to understand how to ensure that everybody is taken on board, and to strike a good balance with everything. So during this entire exercise of putting up a panel, we should be able to declare it in the 2-3 दिसा भितर आमी declare करूंक शकता. So सगळो exercise करताना हांवें कोण म्हणूंक शकना की आमकां कॉन्फिडन्सान घेवंक ना, काय आमकां सांगूंक ना. आमचे कोण सिनियर कार्यकर्ते आसा, जंय आमकां नुकसाण जाता थंय आमी बूथ लेवलाच्या लोकांक आपयलेले आसा, part of the team. So I have taken party people into confidence. I have taken ex-councillors into confidence. Guidance continuously from the Honorable Chief Minister, guidance from our party Adhyaksha. So this is everything that is part of strengthening your entire group or your entire system that is on the back end. खूप जाणांक कळना की there is a lot of back end work that goes into it. It's not easy to just declare people without looking at their credentials, their acceptability, their how they are with a group. So with everybody's support, we are going to be declaring the panel. अशें ना की म्हाका जाय तशें हांवें केलां. कोण फाल्यां म्हणूंक शकना की बाबा तेणें मस्ती केलें नाल्यार तेणें आपल्याक जाय तशें केलां. I don't think anybody can complain or have anything to say about it tomorrow.
One more thing is that we know that development never stops.
Yeah.
But for Mapusa development, as far as Kadamba Mapusa bus stand has been a major issue.
Yeah.
Though recently there was a foundation which I put. How big it could be an achievement if you get it done in the next 6 months or 8 months or in your term?
Kadamba bus stand has been the process has been initiated since I think 2007 if I'm not mistaken. 2012 जे आम्ही काम सुरुवात केलें with regards to the landfilling and leveling. Somewhere down the line it got stuck. The project that was proposed was very big. 310 crores is a very, very big project for Mapusa. And with the current situation, I have decided to look at achievable goals. I don't believe in giving false promises or misleading people. Bus stands or asa issue it has been pending for a long time. So what I did was I took the entire project, I broke it down into what we can achieve the fastest and what was most urgent. So तशेंच आमी खूब जाणांनी म्हटलें की प्रपोज केल्लो 300 कोटीचो करता 3 करोडाचो. 3 करोडाचो कितें केलां हांवें? I have taken the most basic aspect of that entire project, which is the flooring, the foundation, and that is what I have proposed first. After that is achieved, that can be achieved within 4 to 5 months. So that is what I have taken first. A lot of people have not gone into this entire aspect of why it is 3 crores and not 310 or 20 crores and 30 crores. Considering the financial situation of the post-pandemic recovery, we are also in a situation where I want to look at what I can achieve as soon as possible without putting a financial burden on the entire system. So, achievable म्हटल्यार म्हाका खबर आसा की 3 crore हे घातले. I want to ensure that we don't waste government funds, public funds, and the second phase that will happen, or the third phase, what will cause the minimum damage to the infrastructure that we are providing today.
Okay.
So that is how we arrived at a amount of 3 crores. कोणे म्हाका डिटेल तुवें आयज विचारलें म्हणून हांव तुका सांगूंक शकता.
Okay.
So whatever infrastructure we'll be providing today, that will remain for the following phases of the budget. So nobody can say that पैसे पिड्यार केले नाल्यार 3 crore केले सरकाराचे पैसे पिड्यार केले. That infrastructure will remain. Whatever adjustments need to be done will be done on that. Where I ensure that the government and the engineers have ensured that the minimum damage will be caused to the current infrastructure that they are being provided.
If you talk about developments, how have been the development that have been undertaken as a council of your leading council, and what would you like to do in the next 5 years if once your panel comes in full power?
See, I would like to break this down into two aspects. Most of all, municipality is a self-governing body. We have to be able to make people understand the difference between the municipality, the MLA, and the government departments that work hand in hand. And we need to ensure that everything there is a smooth flow between both the municipality and the government departments. Sometimes there is a confusion that a road is damaged. And the responsibility of the road is the public works department. Then the municipality comes and they patch it up. And then there is a conflict between the government department and the municipality. My goal for this coming group of councillors, or the current tenure of 2021 to 2026, is self-sustainability. That is what our CM has been voicing out. He wants to be self-reliant, self-sustainable. So this is a very important aspect that I am going to be drilling into my councillors once we get the panel, once we have won the elections. Once we are able to self-sustain ourselves, we do not need to depend on funding from the government. We have our own sufficient funding where we will be able to take up projects. We will be able to decide basically what we can do with the kind of money we have. So it is a very important step that I want to take. I want to make people aware about how we need to be self-reliant. We need to be able to do things on our own, to raise funds from the city so that we can spend money on the city. Without funds, the development is hampered.
Correct.
So without having proper inflow of funds, we have a lot of overheads for the municipality. There are a lot of salaries. There are a lot of vacant jobs that we need to take new people on board. But if we are unable to have a proper inflow of funding, it is also a major impact that we face. The past council, we have done a lot of development works, mainly because the government was in power was our government. My late father was part of the government. He was the deputy chief minister as well as the minister for urban development. So zaite ami projects under him, under his guidance, under his tenure, we have taken advantage of. Mapusa municipality has gotten that advantage. We have achieved projects like the Ganeshpuri Gram, Loya Garden, the entry point from Panjim. If you see, back in the day it was just one road. Now we have a double-sided road with footpaths on either side. We have beautiful lights when we enter the city. Tashat, as you enter, we have Gandhi Chowk, which has been uplifted. People may tend to forget that what was the images before there. The cross opposite that was also taken up. Hot mixing of major roads were taken up. There was, as soon as you go ahead, there was a garden on the right, municipal garden, which was done up. There was a Chacha Nehru Park that was given a slight facelift as well. We moved from the old municipal building to a heritage building that was old St. Mary's. Mapusa Municipal Council moved from the old building as taking oath. I took it in the old building, but I think my second meeting or third meeting was in the brand new premises. So we have a nice heritage building where we have a Mapusa Municipal Council. तशेंच we beautified a lot of black spots. We gave lights 4-arm poles, 3-arm poles to each ward. I think around 8 numbers to each ward, so that you multiply that by 20 wards and you can see the amount of lights that each ward got. Tashat, we initiated pay parking in the Mapusa Municipal Market as a pilot project to see how successful it was. Based on that, we had other plans of taking up the next parking. We've initiated a material recovery facility, MRF facility at Kuchelim, which work has already started. There's a legacy waste project with the government that we are able to segregate and clear out that entire dump. A lot of people सगळ्यांक खबर आसा की शोरसून वयताना आसा जावं प्लेटो आसा थंय म्हापशाचो गार्बेज डंप पयलीं आसा आनी थंय तेन्ना तूं पयलीं तूं वचोंकूच शकना इतलो वास मारतालो बट टुडे दॅट एंटायर प्लेस इज बीन क्लीन्ड अप. We can see a lot of improvement there. The smell was unbearable before. The situation there is much better. So these are the few things I can go on. I have a list of a lot of works that are there. The MRF, the door-to-door collection is something that was initiated over the last 5 years where we took dry waste, wet waste. So with all these garbage related issues getting cleaned up, I can assure the people of Mapusa that footage is atle. We will be able to, we're supposed to outsource that entire recovery facility. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it has already taken place. So we are looking at improving the entire situation, overall situation in the entire city of Mapusa. So I can go on and on about the kind of things have been done. So a lot of things can be taken up. We can look at a lot of projects in the future. My three main projects that I had promised the people of Mapusa was the bus stand, the Ravindra Bhavan, and the Tar Bridge. So the Tar Bridge, now that the bus stand is initiated, I want to look at the Tar Bridge where eka varsa bhitar ami te kamuy karunk shakta. So that is a very, very narrow bridge that has been there for a very long time. Milagris Igorcha, sorry, or Tar Bridge also that connects Mapusa to Aldana constituency. And खूप जाणांक खबर ना की तो पूल क्रॉस करून गेलो की तो आल्दोना कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी लागता. खूप जाणांक दिसता की तो म्हापशात म्हणून. सो दॅट इज अ मेजर रोड वेर इट कॉज अ लॉट ऑफ इनकन्विनियन्स. तांचो त्या वेळार थंय गेलो जाल्यार तुका एक 15-20 मिनटां थंय पिड्यार जाता. जर थंय ते कोणाचे थंय आदले घर आसा आनी 1-2 दुकान आसा तेंचे कडेन उलोवन आमी एक प्रोजेक्ट फाटी वी आर टेकन इट अप थ्रू GSIDC. But due to the COVID situation, the government decided to keep all projects on hold. So this is one project where it had already reached ahead. It was supposed to be taken up by the National Highways Authority, but it got diverted to the state government. So that is a two-phase project where the new bridge will be proposed and the old bridge will be broken down and it is going to be a 4-lane bridge basically. So 2 lanes to go, 2 lanes to come. So we can't take it all at one time. So I propose to take the new bridge first and then subsequently take up the old bridge.
So a lot of developments, and what would be the thing that you would like to put it before your voters when you move house to house for campaigning? What would be the message that you would like to give to your voters? What you would like to tell them?
I would like to tell the voters that we are going to have, this is a new generation of politics, most importantly. The last time I went door-to-door campaigning was to ensure people that they can trust me, they can vote for me. Ki baba हांव एक युवा आसा, एक तरणाटो आसा, आमकां एक चान्स दियात. I would like to do whatever I can for the benefit of the citizens of Mapusa. तशेंच whatever I can contribute to the overall development of the state of Goa. My job as an MLA does not only revolve around Mapusa. We are MLAs representing the entire state. So overall जे कितें करूंक जाय म्हाका एक help me build a team that will be able to help you basically. That has been my slogan for a long time. Ever since I started my campaign, I always make sure that people understand, help me help you. Help me so that I am able to help you better. Help me get a team of people who will have new ideas, new innovative ways of looking at things. A lot of times have changed. We are into a digital era where things are different now. The way I see things and the way people even 5 years younger than me see things is a lot different. तशेंच एक chance सगळ्यांक मेळटलो की to have quite a few new faces in the panel. So I'm sure with the confidence people have had in me, a lot of things have changed over the last 1.5 years. I am confident that लोकूय आमकां एक बरो support दितलो, एक बरो ही एक बरी opportunity मेळटा to show the people the difference in governance and with the guidance of all the senior councillors, we are going to be able to ensure that we get the majority of seats.
Now coming on to the other scenario, like municipality elections, कितले important with Joshua? Assembly election पुढे होऊन गेलं 6-8 महिन्यांनी आणि assembly election. So this is some कोणी म्हणता semi final म्हणतात. तुमका किती दिसता?
This plays a very important role, at least during this situation where जर ten elections जर पयली जाल्ले 2020 जाल्ले जाल्यार we would have still had about a year and a half to get into the whole mood of the assembly elections. But prior to this, the role of getting the councillors elected also has a good impact on positive impact on the assembly elections. Maybe for Babush it was different because he was in this line of work for a long time. 35 years was his political career. So for me, I think it is a very important step where we will have to work very hard to ensure that we get the maximum number of candidates and maximum number of seats, and to win people's confidence, basically to show that we are a group with a difference. A lot of people took time to adjust to like नवीन आमदार. When somebody has been there for such a long time, खूप जाणांक ते adjustment time वयतात. It is the same thing when you move from your regular button phone to today's technology's phone. It is a big change. It is a big change. So it takes time to adapt. People had to adapt to me. I had to adapt to the new role as of being an MLA. So my councillors they were used to my father's level of functioning or his way of functioning. I see a lot of difference now compared to when I got elected to today. The way they have been supporting me with selecting the candidates, helping me with this entire process. I think they are more confident with how I do things now, and I can see them. I can see them being more confident with me as an MLA and being the leader of the constituency of Mapusa.
Joshua, do you feel that it would be an easy task for you as far as the next assembly elections appear? If you get these things going ahead and fully getting your panel elected, would it be an easy task for Joshua to win the next assembly election?
I don't think I look at it as an easy task. Like we say, governance is an ongoing process. I can never take things for granted. I would not like to take things for granted. I don't take things for granted. Winning the panel is important right now. As and when the elections come close, I would like to focus on that aspect of the entire thing when that thing comes. Right now, my entire focus is on ensuring that we have good candidates getting elected and we have a stable council. I want to promise the people of Mapusa we are going to have a stable municipal council and a council that will work for the betterment of the city, for the betterment of Mapusa Municipal Council. खंय जाता की Mapusa Municipal Council खंय तरी एक neglect जाता, and everything is about development and getting things done in the wards. I would love the current generation of councillors to also consider strengthening Mapusa Municipal Council, because if the municipality is strong, then each councillor is strong.
How do you see your party's support for you in it? It may be in development, it may be in selecting these candidates, it may be in going through the last since you have taken over the reins from your father. How has been your party's support?
The support that I have received over the last 1 year, right from the pandemic to being elected, I was a bit hesitant in the beginning as to how to work around a lot of things. But the confidence I have got with the current situation, that right from being taken into confidence about how do you want to do things, what is your views, what is it, the party has given me a lot of they have basically trusted me. I would love to come on camera and say that a party in Majer Viswas Gatla Dakela Baba O Murgo Ek Tarnata, being the youngest MLA in the entire cadre of the BJP, they have shown their trust in me. given me this opportunity to come up with a panel that I'm going to put forth with their guidance, with their support, and we will declare this panel over the next few days. Bhurpur support mein wala sa, the Chief Minister of Goa has become a very close friend over the last 1.5 years. He gives me a lot of advice, a lot of guidance. There is not a single day where I can't go to his official bungalow or his residence. He is always available for me. I think being the chairman of GSIDC, me being the vice chairman, there's a lot that I have learned from him. He was also the ex-speaker of the Goa Legislative Assembly. He is a person who is also young. There is a good exchange of energy, good exchange of ideas. So with his support, with his guidance, also our party president, Bab Sadanand Tanade, Bab Satish Don, they have been people that I've known all my life. And Sadanand Tanade being a new president, having a very close relation with him, through my father, through my mother, he has shown tremendous support right from literally calling me every 2 days. We spoke maybe 10 minutes before we started this interview as to how things are going. So he is someone who has been a good support, somebody that I can confide in, someone that is always there for whatever difficulties I put forth to him, and he has addressed them without any hesitation.
And how would you react on this statement where we have seen you are working for the Mapusa constituency, but there have been others who are trying to jump in Mapusa constituency, show their power, but still you have been able to show yourself what you can do for the Mapusa side.
I think that is part of the learning experience. People are always going to try to do what they want to do, and such kind of things I don't think is only happening in
everywhere.
My constituency. It is happening all over Bardez, I would say, all over North Goa.
Do they see you as young?
Yeah, I think that is something that a lot of people in politics are not used to. They can't understand what is this boy. Everybody started their career somewhere at a young age. No one got into politics at 50 and 60 years old. Everybody had a chance. Everybody started off as a junior and then became a senior. Direct senior, everyone starts. So you go to first standard and then go to 10th standard. You don't go to 10th standard directly. So they interference interference problem I don't know what is the intentions behind it or the idea behind it, but if they feel that they can do the job better, I'm free to help them and support them.
Okay. Then finally, you're confident that your panel will win. Thank you, sir.